clearly still on my lunch break. So I was watching Insecure, and I'm on season 2, and it's the last episode of season 2, and then she's just looking around, and Issa is just looking around, and just like watching how her environment has shifted, and I don't know. I was just thinking of like their entire, well, her romantic prospect, which was Lawrence and all of that shit that they went through. And I was also watching the previous episode, and then I also watched the wind down for the previous episode. And it just really made me think about like my romantic life per se. And they were talking about where this was the episode that it was Derek's birthday, and Lawrence brought his new girlfriend, and Issa was there, and Issa had, it was a whole thing. Watch the episode. And they were talking about in the wind down, they were talking about how these seemingly unperfect people just kind of make the perfect couple. And I was thinking about my ex-boyfriend, and I was just like, yeah, I've been thinking about him a lot lately, and I don't really like that. I don't know how I feel about that. But the more romantic experiences I have, just kind of keeps making me think about it, and I'm like, did I mess up a good thing here? Because although we weren't perfect, and we were obviously so fucking young, and we still am, I'm only 23 years old, like we still am, but we just fit for some reason. Like it just felt so good, it felt so right until it didn't. And I was just thinking about that, and I also started thinking about like my most recent romantic prospect, and I was thinking about like how I don't want to have to change someone in order to love them, like I want you to love me as I am, and obviously we're going to shift and we're going to grow, but I don't want to have to change how I think about you in order to love you, and I wouldn't want someone to do the same for me either. Like, why would you have to change how you think about me in order to love me? Like, that just kind of makes no sense to me, because then you really don't want to be here. And then that just kind of creates a whole lot of resentment, because I am not who's matching up in your head, So, I was thinking of that. And let's be honest, he just wants someone to love him. He wants someone to be there for him. He wants someone to support him. Like, if I'm being honest, that's all he wants, and that's not a lot to ask for. But also understand that the right person will give it to you. And that's what I was trying to just like help him understand, because for some reason he like that concept just was not registering in his head. He's just like, why aren't you doing this? I want you to do it. I want this from you. And I'm like, I understand that, but also understand the right person is not going to ask you, hey, can you love me? Can you support me? Can you be here for me? Like, the right person is just going to know, and in them knowing, they're just going to show up, and I feel like I wasn't really, I don't want to say receptive, but I was not acting that way. I didn't want to show up. I didn't want to know. I just kind of wanted to be there for the hell of it. And I also started thinking about my previous crush before the previous romantic situation. So with the previous crush, literally nothing happened, but he just has a type of woman that he's attracted to, and I've noticed that. And that girl does not look like me at all. So I've just been learning to let it go, because like, if he don't love you by now, he ain't gonna never love you. So I've just been learning to let that go. And it was literally just along the lines of, I don't want to have to shift your perspective of me in order for you to love me. Like, there's something that you like, there's something that you want, and I am not that. So therefore, why would I ever try to change your mind? Like, what am I getting out of trying to change your mind into loving me? Like, that makes zero sense to me whatsoever, because at the end of the day, it's just going to breed resentment, and I don't want anyone to be resentful of me, especially didn't do anything, you know, like when I did not do, just when I was always like presenting a positive view of me to you, when I was trying to support you, and then you're just trying to shift, you're trying to make me the person that you are in your head, and in turn you're hating me for that. And I'm just like, I don't really want that. That's just like so unhealthy and ew and gross. Like the right person, and I promise you the right person, and this is why I continue coming back to this this point with the right person, because although my ex was like my first serious, I would say serious, like he was my first serious relationship, because he was my first serious relationship, and because we did not, like, just because we didn't work out doesn't mean like I hate him or we're on bad terms or we're in bad blood. I actually really love him, and I really cherish and appreciate what we had, because I also understand that, number one, you cannot teach a person to love you. They have to want to be there. You can't force them to love you either. They have to want to be there. You know, like, in order for them to learn how to love you, they need to actively want it. They need to actively show up. They need to actively participate. If they're not doing that, then baby, yeah, you gotta go. So I just really value it, because I know what it looks like when it works. And with the previous one, not with my ex, I know what a successful relationship looks like. And I know how to now build on that. I know how to be better in that. And if I'm being honest, all of these new experiences, they're just allowing me to learn how to do that in better ways. But with this guy I was talking about, who was actively trying to like make me be there for him, you can't force that, because I know what it feels like when it feels right, and this does not feel like that, so therefore this is not right, you know. So and I honestly don't even want to compare it to like a past relationship per se, because those aren't always so black and white, but you just kind of know, you know. And let's be honest, people who act like they don't know, they know. People who do know, they know that they know. People who don't know, they don't know that they know. But reality, you know. You know when it feels right. You know when you like that person. You know when you're attracted to someone. You know when it's just lust. You know, bro. Stop acting like you don't, because I promise you, you do. And yeah, that's not something that you can force, is what I'm saying, essentially. Like, you can't force love. You can't force a connection. You can't force any of that, like, at all, because essentially you're just going to end up burning a bridge that you really did not have to burn. Yeah. Okay, bye. I have to go to work.